All right, what's going on, y'all? So today we got an 86 Buick Regal T-Type. If this is your first time here, we take you all around the car, exterior, interior, lift it up on the rack so you can see underneath it, and then we do a test drive. We try to represent the vehicle in its entirety. Obviously, a video isn't going to show every single thing on the car. So if you got questions, you just give us a call, 256-801-4409, or come check us out in person. So again, we got an 86 T-Type. We are running this one basically as a project vehicle, which means we've gone through it. So she does run, she drives, and she does stop. Everything outside of that, it is going to need some work. So in this one, it's a lot of cosmetics. So I'm going to point out, she's going to need paint and body, and she's going to need an interior. Like I said, we'll do the test drive. You guys, we'll drive it, make sure everything is working, show you what doesn't work to the best of our ability. Starting off, she's got new tires sitting on a set of wheeled wheels. Nothing crazy there. Again, you are going to need paint. It looks like somebody was going to start the paint process and stop. But as we move around, body isn't in horrible condition. I don't see any major breaks or cracks or anything. This is a T-top car as well, so that definitely helps. This T-top right here is missing the handle, so you have to use vice grips, old school method. Roof, no dents or dings that I can really see. And this is why I was saying you can kind of see somebody was going to start, because they started wet sanding on it. So let me get around here, looking down the side of the vehicle. Nothing major there to point out. Rear glass is all intact, as well as the trim. Looking at the bumper, the chrome on the bumper looks good. We'll check it out underneath as well. But it looks nice and bright. I don't have any dents, any rust, or any pitting. Tail lights intact. As we look down this driver's side, the same. Rear quarter looks pretty good. I think this car is definitely for somebody that's been wanting to build one. You can get in it cheap enough, especially if you have a paint shop in your back pocket, or if you do paint work yourself. No cracks or rock chips in the glass. We'll check out the interior once I go through the hood and pop the trunk. Back to the front of the vehicle. Front bumper looks good too. Impact strip still intact. All headlights. Grille looks good. Normally these are pretty loose. That one seems pretty solid. Underneath, you got your turbo. Nothing spectacular. Everything appears to be stock. Looks like the brakes have been swapped out. But that's it. AC equipped vehicle. We'll see if it works when we do the test drive. Let me get this shut. Guess I gotta put the key in the right way. Nothing crazy in the trunk. You got your T-top bags, but trunk pans look pretty solid. No rust, no soft spots, so nice empty trunk. Let's get to the interior. Again, interior is going to have to be redone. Thankfully, G-bodies themselves relatively easy as far as getting seat covers, making it your own. Personally, I'll probably just go with the gray and black like the Grand Nationals, but either way, no rips or tears, but super stained. You can tell this car sat around. So oddly enough, it has new carpet. Not sure what the thought process was there. Maybe it had an upgraded interior and they took the seats out, but I don't know. Carpet was done, nothing else. Seats seem to be in good condition outside of the stains. I mean, like the foam was nice and firm. Door panels themselves, you do need to redo the top part. Of course, the cloth part. The bottom is easily cleaned or dyed, so I wouldn't worry about that. Surprisingly, the dash does not look horrible. I don't have any cracks, any splits at the seams. So good. That's something, positive there. I know if you haven't built a car before, you're probably looking like, oh man, it's too much work. And it can be for some people, for sure. But I think if you have a paint shop that you trust and your car is not going to be there for 2 years, this is an easy fix. And interior, I mean, if you're doing stock, you can do it yourself, but you do have a rip here in this cover. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Mileage reads 94,345. Let me get my seatbelt on. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. If this is your first time watching the videos, I try to record like in full without stopping. That way you guys don't think, you know, we're stopping to not show something or anything like that. Fired right up, and that's a cold start, so that's always a plus. No horn. Window good there. Window good there. Right turn signal on in the dash, left one not, but the left one is working. I can see it reflecting off that wheel. Lights are on. I can see them off that wall up there. What else? Wipers. Wipers work. Let's see. Do not believe the AC is working. I'm just gonna turn it all the way down. Nope. I didn't hear a compressor kick on, and I don't have anything blowing, so I'm gonna leave that. Surprisingly, the radio works. Tank reads a little bit under a quarter. Everything else is reading. Let's go ahead. Steering is a little bit loose, the column. Speedometer is working. Alignment, steering wheel is a little loose, but hands off the wheel, she's tracking straight. I'm hitting the brakes straight still, so. Brakes are super firm, which is a good thing. I don't know if you guys can hear that turbo spooling up. Get her up to about 50. As with all of them, she can use a little bit of tuning, of course, but throttle response is immediate. Brakes feel good. Motor doesn't sound bad. I don't hear any brake squeal. I'm sorry. Of course I don't hear no brake squeal, but I don't hear any belt squeal. Windows are not rattling in the doors. Turbo is spooling up. And I'm not rocking all over the road, you can see in the video, so suspension doesn't feel bad at all. So, like I said, I think this is an ideal car for somebody that's been wanting to build one. So, let me get back and throw her on the rack, and we will check out underneath. All right, y'all, we got the T-Type up on the rack, starting with the front. Front bumper's not in bad condition. I don't have any cracks or anything. This looks like it could just be polished, so I'm not gonna complain about that. Moving up underneath, all suspension appears to be stock. Nothing here. I don't see anything that's been changed at all. I'm gonna go down the driver's side. Frame looks solid. Floors look good. Whole bunch of undercoating on here, but don't see any spots that have been welded. New pans. No leak from the oil or trans pan. Factory cat still there for you emissions guys. Passenger side, same thing. Floors look good. This is solid. I don't know if this is just undercoating or what. It's kind of ugly, but solid. Back to the rear. All stock suspension again. Looks like this gas tank has been replaced. It's got new hardware. Let me get up under here. Everything's factory underneath. Looks like it's got solid bones from what I can see. Coming around the driver's side, again, we already know you're gonna need paint and body. Tires are new, so won't worry about that. This thing is super dull for sure. I mean, for what it is, you know, if you're looking for a vehicle to build, the bones are definitely there. And you can even drive it while you're waiting for parts and stuff to come in.